Blockhead Cryptocurrency News.
CryptoSlo with more crypto gains. Welcome to Blockhead. Blockhead is my new series where I will touch on cryptocurrency news for the week that I find interesting and I want to share with you. So let's start with CoinMarketCap, sitting at $121 billion. Not too bad. A lot of this, we had that nice bump on Litecoin. If you saw it, if you got in, it bumped from 30 to now it's $46. A lot of people probably sold at the 42 to 44 range, but a lot of the experts are calling for a run to $50. This is really, really great news for Litecoin. I've always liked it, and it's definitely a solid currency. Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, same stuff. Tron, been kind of keeping an eye on this. It has fallen a little bit. We've got the airdrop coming up for BTT. Still holding strong on that long term. As I've said before, kind of need to see Tron come up with some stuff besides the casino type dApps. So overall, not a bad week. And Bitcoin having its nice little run. Honestly, I think that was kind of the driver of a lot of these gains. If we go to the 1 day, actually a 7 day, had this nice half a Bart Simpson up, looking pretty good. So anyways, that's the basics on the CoinMarketCap. Let's get to some interesting articles. Bitcoin price holds above 36 as Mt. Gox creditors seek exchange revival. All right, so I don't know how I feel about this. I came across this article, and they are talking about Mt. Gox trying to come up with a plan to come back. The real question is, do we really need this exchange back in our life? I don't know, man. After basically, the effects of this exchange have haunted us for years. It was such a blow to the market back when all those coins were hacked, and I really do believe that they never did get to the bottom of really what happened. There's definitely some interesting articles out there on with the mysterious trader bots and all that stuff, but I don't know. What do you think of Mt. Gox coming back? It's kind of scary, actually. I'm not really a fan. So, anyways, that is Mt. Gox. Next set of news. Crypto Dungeons becomes the latest blockchain game to join Tron. Okay, so if you've been following a lot of dApps, a lot of the Ethereum dApps are getting ported on to Tron because it has a lot faster confirmations and just overall makes for a more pleasant experience. Now, I was reading this, Crypto Dungeons, this looks like a plug. You know, does it look interesting? Yes. Now, here is a counterpoint to this. Let's go back over to the dApp radar for Tron. And I want to kind of give you a little advice on this. And as you know, a while back ago, a game called Evolution Land came out. And this was a port basically from Ethereum as well. Okay, now as you can see, Evolution Land only has 92 users. So this was a pretty cool dApp that started up, looked like it had a ton of potential, and quite honestly, it was, in my opinion, it was a cash grab because the game wasn't truly thought through as much. So basically what happened was people bought all these lands and these apostles to mine resources, but the game has really gone nowhere and the usership of it has dropped to zero. And I know a lot of people invested heavily in Evolution Land and it just kind of fizzled out. So that's kind of a warning to you if you do check out this Crypto Dungeons. You know, just be careful how much of your hard-earned TRX you invest in stuff like this, because a lot of these things will use secondary coins, and they just have the potential to leave you hanging, and you'll have a bunch of worthless nothing. So Crypto Dungeons, if you're into the RPGs, check it out. Yeah, like I said, I personally won't be investing in any of this, but the biggest thing to keep in mind is a lot of these games are just not fully developed, and they launch, and I do feel, like I said, it's kind of a cash grab. So anyways, check out Crypto Dungeons on Tron. Alright, so here we go. Big news. 12.7% of Amazon customers call for crypto products or services. So this is a really cool article. Surveyed 1,000 people, talking about different products that people could buy that are related to cryptocurrency. Now, I know there was an article that said Litecoin is now accepted at Amazon. I don't know if that's truly official yet, but I do think Amazon could lead the way for crypto purchases as far as offering liquidity for people that want to spend their hard-earned crypto on payments on products and services. So I do think Amazon could have a very large network effect on people using crypto to purchase products. Helps with adoption, maybe build a wallet into the app. I don't see why they wouldn't have an Amazon coin or something similar to that that people could use. Be pretty cool. So that's Amazon. Litecoin developers to integrate Mimblewimble. Now, there are some people that said that the reason behind the bull run for Litecoin was related to the Mimblewimble technology. I don't know how much merit I post to that, but it's definitely cool that the Litecoin Foundation is still actively developing Litecoins. And I know there's a lot of people that say Litecoin is a trash coin, but Litecoin still remains one of my favorite coins for moving payment around. I mean, it confirms quick. It has a decent amount of liquidity. If I'm moving exchange to exchange, I usually use Litecoins. But the concept of this article is the Mimblewimble technology is privacy technology that allows transactions to happen without traceability. And I do believe, a lot of the privacy experts are saying that privacy will be very important once crypto gets going. Right now, it doesn't really seem that important to a lot of people. Therefore, you're not seeing the value in the privacy coins. Otherwise, like Verge and all these would be really mooning at this point. So I just think the market is a little early for these types of coins, but it's great to see someone like Litecoin put technology like this into their coin to further the value proposition. Peer-to-peer trading in Venezuela last year was more than India and Canada combined. Actually, there is a lot of buzz right now on the internet that the volumes of OTC are off the charts. And the reason why is everyone is getting their crypto off radar. And it's way more than what you're seeing on CoinMarketCap and in the public's eye, which makes sense. People want to get in low and not spike the market by buying lots of crypto over the exchanges, or they just don't want to be known, or their exchange they can't access exchanges and they're blocked. So a lot of OTC stuff going on right now, and this article really supports the fact that the crypto market is actually moving much faster. It's just happening behind closed doors. Okay. All right. This was a really cool article. 85% of Monero network is reportedly dominated by ASICs. So there was actually a very technical article on the Median that talked about the ability to find nonces. And these are basically like signatures that the basically they can identify these ASICs, and you know, it's even more detectable because of how you saw after the fork to the new Kryptonite algo, and then the ASICs came right back. So it does seem that somebody has been able to figure out how to get these ASICs working on Monero. The interesting part is that a lot of the hashes are found in the lower values, and they're talking about that 80 that a high percentage. So basically the person has been able to code a mining software that will limit the numbers that are being fed into the hash so that it can more effectively bind to Monero blocks. So this is a kind of a good thing to be aware of if you're a Monero investor. Very cool. Security token leaders meet for STO Future Global Conference in Singapore. So this was kind of cool. More talk about the STOs, and again, we had the launch of T0 recently, and you know, we were hoping for some Raven love, but we have not seen that so far. But the platform is open, but it's to institutional investors, so we have to wait a little bit before the average Joe can get involved in this. You know, they throw some FUD in there. The future is uncertain, but one thing's for sure: in the future, everything is going to be tokenized. So a lot of these STO tokens, security tokens, are going to probably be worth quite a bit in the future. But right now we have to figure out what the incentive is for people to tokenize their assets. And this could be driven by, you know, the bigger institutions and stuff. But we'll definitely see. I doubt that the banks are going to let T0 grab all of the money. So yeah, very cool. So, but I personally like the security tokens, but you know, whether or not they're going to moon anytime in the future, it could be 3 to 5 years out. So we're just going to keep an eye on these and keep hoping for the best for the future of security tokens. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the news. I'll leave links down to the articles below. This has been my new series, Blockhead, Cryptocurrency Weekly News. This is CryptoSlo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.